Hi, Douglas.
Whoa.
Okay. So, it's 9 o'clock Ohio time, and we're coming to the end of our day. And it's like, oh, wait, we didn't do a video. And did you want to say hi, Ed? Hi to the people, Ed. So anyway, there's Ed. Ed's usually pretty to himself, but you know, Ed. So anyhow, we're like, what do we say? What do we do? So there's the beams that are in my living room. Oh, I just love it. But anyhow, so we were just sitting on the couch, and looking like a hot mess because it's windy outside. But anyhow, kind of really didn't have anything planned to say or whatever. But I'm going to surprise him.
You always got something to say.
I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. That ain't happening. No.
Wait a minute here.
But I want to know, Doug. You know, we've been together almost 21 years now. It's been joyous. In that we've only had a couple bumps, but we've gotten through it. When I get a crazy idea and I just say, gosh, I have to have these beams. I just have to have these beams. You know, wouldn't it just look great? Wouldn't it just be really cool to add this to our house? What do you think?
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Because, you know, even when I come up with the idea, hey, what if we put wood around, stained wood and put it around the doors and stuff and give it that look? What do you think? Or I sit here and I'm like, I want a kitchen table. Hopefully it's not too dirty. I want a kitchen table, but yet the stores really don't have the style that I like. And nor do I want to pay several $1,000s for something I'm not going to like or I'm going to get rid of. And then you come up with a creation and you put my tile top, you put the sides, and you create my stuff. Or
I don't know, to build one of those kitchen tables is actually not that hard, especially if you get one of them a chop saw, like an angle saw or whatever, you know, and so you can cut the angles and stuff too, and they're not hard.
But what goes through your mind when you create this? I mean, because when you create these things, I'm just like totally blown away. I'll have an idea and but it's just like how the woman does some good things in the house and she's, you know, is better than others than the man. And then the man, he has things that he does. And sometimes when we do a project, I'll tell him, I need you because he knows how I hang shit on the wall. He's a Libra. I drive him nuts. He will come and he'll measure from the top to about the area where I want it. Then he will measure from that side to that side, the radius of the wall. And he gets it smack down in the middle. Me? You give me a hammer or a screwdriver and a screw, and I'm like, that looks even. It might be a few inches off, but hey, it's close. Sometimes I get it right on, but all depends what the hanger is in the back of the picture.
Well, part of it is, though, you know, building anything, you do have to know how to read a tape measure, and there's probably a lot of people out there that could use a little bit of a lesson to read tape measure.
And you know, that is really something because he works at a place where he has to measure down to the, I say it's over measurement. I mean, just give me an inch, a half inch, quarter inch, 5 inches, whatever, and I can measure it out. For him, what's your measurements down to? Which, like, he'll tell me, hey, go cut this on the saw to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it ain't happening because my little brain, I do accounting at work, and I could do taxes, I could do payroll, I could do all kinds of stuff. But you give me what he does with numbers, it's not my thing. So, what is it? Like,
30,000s.
Yeah, what the hell's that?
30,000s is not very much. 60,000s is about the width of a nickel. So there you go. So 30,000s would be half of that.
So, see?
I should do a tape measure video. Huh?
You should do a tape measure video. Because with me, it'd be like, okay, that would be 1.25 inches.
So, if you, I mean, just for your basic wood type stuff, now at work I do with metal. So, in most of the blueprints we get are, you know, could be 600 thousandths, but you know, so you got on a tape measure, and I wish I had one with me right now because I just need to do it. You got the 16th and 8th, 3/16, the quarter, and most people know a quarter, and then you got 5/16, you know, and then 3/8, 7/16, half inch. So you're up, you know, everybody knows half inch. I hope that's just half in a way. And
I can tell you a half inch.
then you got 9/16, 5/8.
Is that 3/4?
No, that's not 3/4. We're getting there. And then you have 11/16. So then the next one is 12/16, and that would be your 3/4. And then 13/16, 14/16, or 15/16, and then one inch.
Now, see, if I started talking to him about a Schedule E, a 1044, and a 1099, and S Corp, C Corp, all those little LLCs and that, he's like,
I'm done. I'm wadding it up, and I'm going to throw it in the garbage. And
exactly.
then I'm going to take it outside, and I'm burning it.
Exactly. So, when it comes to measuring, I feel the same way. We're both very number oriented, but just in two totally different avenues of numbers. In that, so, but yeah, you know, we work well together, and what we create together is so amazing and so pretty cool sometimes. And you know, like, you know, we're sitting in our living room, and when we bought the house, I mean, it wasn't bad or whatever. It was like a clean slate. They had very neutral colors and stuff, but then me, I always put a flair to it.
Oh, except for the kitchen covers.
The kitchen covers, that was something. Oh my gosh, those are like a schoolhouse red. Even the wall. Oh, no. The cupboards were the pine, and the old stinky pine look. And then the walls.
But you know them old cupboards like that, they were built to last.
The kitchen walls were red. Red. And that. So, but yeah. So, we just like to build things, do things, and we're very blessed and fortunate to have creativity and that. Sometimes we see people working on YouTube with a nail gun, and we're like, oh, wow, look how quick that went. But we always take the long road. So, we just wanted to share a little bit.
You know, and I guess maybe part of that, too, we should do more videos of how to, and then that way, because it's more satisfying when you do it yourself unless you don't have time and you're paying a contractor to do it. And
we paid a contractor once, and we bought a metal roof. And I was thinking, wow, you know what? We just haven't done a roof. We gutted this other house we had down to the studs, down to the nitty gritty. We re-insulated it, redone everything, and brought it back up, and we thought, well, maybe metal roofing we haven't done before, so maybe we ought to hire somebody. Needless to say, after getting all kinds of bids, all kinds of prices between shingle and terracotta and all kinds of different roofs, that it wasn't too bad that we thought for the price of the metal roof. So we had to get a small loan and that, just like anybody else. And then my neighbor, a couple years, did his metal roof. It was a quarter of what we paid. And I was just like, never again. And then they tried to sell me, when I was in there picking out the gutters I wanted and how I wanted them, the gutter guards and all that stuff. And they tried to say, oh no, you chose this color. You chose these. No, I didn't. I know exactly what I chose. So we just love to do things. Some people take days and weeks. We usually get projects done in a day.
because it's hunting season.
It's hunting season.
I
So the rule...
You're lucky I'm doing any at all.
I know. I appreciate you. So the rule in our house is I can usually get things done up until September 30th, or depending on when, if there's a early hunting season that starts, until January. Those times of the year between September and January are like no go. So, but he is very good in the sense that if he goes hunting in the morning, he will go shopping or do something with me in the afternoon and then go back in the evenings. So he does make time for me during hunting season. But I know I'm not going to invite him to go off anywhere or expect him to do anything if, you know, it's hunting season.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So, thanks, Doug. Thanks for all you do.
Good night.
Good night, guys. If you have questions about us, just ask.